Okay, folks, it's Mike's Instant Movie Review. 35 years in the making. Goonies reprise. I'm going to keep this at a quick movie review. It's a hot day. I went to see Goonies. How do I feel about it? It's good. I mean, I think the movie's a little bit long. I think you can tell that there's some scenes that are frivolous, could be edited out. Certainly an all-star cast. Little did they know, Josh Brolin, I didn't even notice in this thing. He's done tons of big movies since. But, No Country for Old Men, I believe, if that's the right title, if I get that right. Sean Austin, the girl that was in Lucas, of course. I believe that was good old Martha Plympton and Corey Feldman having a romantic angle. Of course, movies like this where they star kids, it's always hard to... Starring kids but made by adults, so you don't really know, is this a genuine reflection of how kids interact? Or is it just an adult, projecting how they think kids should act or how they wanted to act as a kid? So it's hard to say that type of thing. There's a person walking by me. So what did I feel about the movie? I thought it was fine. I mean, I liked seeing the Goonies. The funny thing is I've never seen the Goonies before. So some of these pop culture references, Sloth and Chunk and all this shit, has always gone over my head, or I've had a vague notion of it. And the reality is I have seen the Goonies before, but it was kind of in a weird situation where I missed like the first 30 or 40 minutes of the movie, and then I never really wanted to see it ever since then. And I know the whole Cyndi Lauper video and so forth. So Goonies is here at the theater. There's some oil truck or something. You might be hearing that in the background. It was a fun movie, folks. And look, I was the only one in the theater. So, I mean, I love being the only one in the theater. But I'm trying to do these videos to single-handedly save the film industry. The movie theaters are back. They're trying. And where are you folks? Stop being afraid. Wear your goddamn masks. I know nobody wants to get the coronavirus and get sick and or die. We are all trying to avoid that. But if you get your KN95, your 95, or your fucking mask, or your saran wrap over your face, we can get through this thing and you can enjoy life a little bit. So I'm trying to implore you assholes to go out and see a goddamn movie to save the film industry, or to keep it. Because if we go 10 years and we don't have movie theaters anymore and everyone's just streaming, fuck that. It's not going to be as much fucking fun. So I'm trying to save the world and the cinema, and you assholes need to do your part and go see a goddamn film. So I enjoyed the fucking Goonies. It was mostly fun to see like the cast members, and now that we know where they've gone with their lives and how big and famous they all are. It's a little creepy, the whole thing of like Mikey kissing the girl, like kissing his older brother's pseudo girlfriend. Like she's kissing everybody in town. She's kissing, was it Troy with his bucket? She's kissing this one. She's kissing the younger brother with the braces. Kiss, kiss, kiss. You know what I mean? And then the mom at the end says, "Let her mother worry about it." So it's a little interesting. She was also in the movie Lucas, which also had Corey Haim, not Corey Feldman. Corey Haim missing in this one, folks, but Corey Feldman's there. I don't know. I mean, the Chunk kid, I don't know. Did that kid become famous, or was that he done? I mean, he was very comedic in this movie, very funny. So overall, I liked the movie. The bad guys, I was looking at obviously it's Joey Pants. You've seen him in Risky Business and Guido the pimp and all that stuff. But the other bad guy was the Showgirls strip club manager. And for stat fact, have you ever seen the movie Showgirls? That's the manager of the strip club. The guy with like the kind of the face, that looks like James Olmos or whatever the fuck, or what I'm talking about. American Me guy, like the same type of complexion. And what else? Anne Ramsey, I think that's the name of the lady. She was also in Throw Momma from the Train. I tend to get her confused with the mother from The Sopranos. It's a totally different person, I believe. But she was good in this. Wearing the hat. kind of interesting that I always associate her, that actress that played the bad lady of the Rosinis or whatever in this, with Throw Momma from the Train, where she looks like 10 years older. But I think Throw Momma from the Train was only made 2 or 3 or 4 years after this one. What else can I say? I do feel like the movie could have been edited down like 10 or 20 minutes. And there's also some jumps in logic, meaning that I think because they had kid actors, or maybe the script to the Goonies wasn't as strong as, say, E.T. or other Steven Spielberg produced fare, that I believe Spielberg produced this, someone else directed it, Josh Brolin or whatever the fuck, I can't remember all these names, folks. But I feel like the movie was not script-wise as strong, and acting-wise, you know, everyone got by in charisma. I can tell, just having been in the film industry myself, that these actors didn't really all have their lines memorized so much. There was probably some ad-libbing going on and some goofiness with the kid actors and just yelling, and you could hear a lot of things like, hey you guys, like the Chinese kid said hey you guys a lot. Kind of some stereotypes, folks. The Chinese kid has all this science, and like he's got the fucking punching bag out of his vest and shit, and then his dad shows up at the end with the fucking camera. I mean, this is a time, the fucking early mid 80s, when, let's be honest, you know, racial diversity in a cast meant you had one Chinese kid. You know what I mean? That was their definition of, oh yeah, it's diverse, we got a Chinese kid, and then everyone else is white. So this type of movie, this type of casting would not be appreciated today. Just to be honest, you know, it would be seen as a racist casting. Yes, I know, fucking political correctness. I'm not telling you I agree or disagree. I'm just telling you how it fucking is. So, folks, there's the goddamn Goonies report. It's nice to see the movie. It's nice to enjoy it. It was air conditioned. I had the theater to myself. Did I take off my shoes? Perhaps. So that's it. MikeMessier.com. All the wonderful instant movie reviews. The Michael McGlone interview, of course. The pro wrestling rants. My own original films that you should be watching and thoroughly enjoying and sharing. And I was tempted to not even do this review, because these movie reviews are not getting as many views and hits and wonderments as I'd like. But just for you specific fucks that wanted to tune in and watch it, I'm glad you did. Well, it's MikeMessier.com. MikeMessier.com.